Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Finance Friday. I am back here. I'm Ryan Wilson with Nova Wealth Management. Thanks for showing up. This is Jim Novakovic, and we're back. Jim, I think we've actually been on here more than Amy has this year.
How is that possible?
Since the beginning of the year, and I don't know if that's strategic or
No.
That she's being strategic.
Yeah, she just happens to.
Yeah, she has
schedule
meetings
an
on
appointment at
Fridays
4 o'clock on a Friday.
Yeah, so but yeah, Jim and I are back.
Well, and yesterday, because I've sworn that I wasn't going to do this 100 times. I've said I wasn't going to do this anymore. And like yesterday when I was teasing her about doing this, she stormed out of the room. Like literally was just pissed.
It was awesome.
Because I just said I wasn't going to do it and I was going to talk about whatever we wanted to talk about, I suppose.
And we still are. We're going to talk about, she's not here. She's not even here, so she can't tell us.
Yep, and she's in a meeting, so she
doesn't
can't
even see what's going on.
She can't text us and yell at us either.
This is awesome. So I'm going to share this out real quick.
I am not.
So anyway, so today we are going to talk about the new tax laws and how they affect us.
Well, they're not even new anymore.
Right, they're 2018.
Yeah.
Which is over. It's 2019 now.
It is 19.
And so it kind of came up because we were just kind of talking about, you hear on the news and on both sides of whether it's good or bad. And so we were like, okay, there's all these people saying that this is only the new tax laws or the 2018 tax laws are only good for the
wealthy. Yeah,
which
isn't true. But before we get into that, I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you a question.
Gosh,
I told you, but I didn't tell you what I was going to ask you.
This is good. I can't wait for this.
So I told Ryan weeks ago about this new show. It's not a new show. It's a show called Power.
This is the question you're going to put me on this podcast.
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched it.
Why?
I did watch the Unabomber show.
Did you?
Yeah, it was awesome.
You finished it?
Yeah.
Isn't that like a 6-part?
It was like an hour, and I think there were 6 or 7 episodes, but I watched them like
it was great
whenever I could.
Yeah.
It was awesome. So no, I didn't watch Power. It's on the list. It's on there. It will be watched.
Let's go. I'm telling you, it's a really great show.
Yeah.
And if anyone who's listening, if they want to share a show to watch, I'd love to. I'm always looking for new shows. It's funny, like I feel like nobody even watches movies anymore.
No.
Or at least, what's also funny is I feel like whatever I do, I feel like everybody does.
Yeah.
Which isn't true. I know that's not true.
Yeah.
But I feel like since I don't go to the movies or watch movies,
no one does.
No one does.
The movie industry's gone.
Well, the TV shows are so incredible now.
They are. And without, like on Netflix and stuff, without commercials, and they suck you in by saying they're actually more like 18-hour movies.
Yes.
Because you can go to the next episode instantly. So if you're not careful, binging is a real thing.
Yeah, when I was a kid, like Three's Company, you probably
no.
You even know what that is?
No.
You don't even know what Three's Company is?
I think I've heard of it, but I don't.
Well, for some of the older people, like Three's Company or those old shows, they didn't have a continuous storyline. Like you're saying, like there's an 18-hour story.
Right. So you don't have to. You can pick up anywhere.
Yeah, like Three's Company. There is no continuous story.
Yeah.
It was like one situation, and by the end of the episode, it's solved.
Yeah, that's kind of like how there's a show on Netflix called Black Mirror. It's kind of like that, where each one's kind of separate. At least I only got a couple episodes into it, but. Anyway, it's kind of like that, and there's a few others that are like that. But yeah, they're now super long movies because you can watch them all. But
all right, so we could talk a little bit of taxes, I suppose.
Right. So we were talking. So then we started running some numbers. We were looking at 2017, and so we started with looking at somebody that's making $17 an hour, and assuming that they're working 40 hours a week, 52 weeks a year. Which not everyone is, but just to get the number, it came out to $35,360 is what that person would earn in the year. I think it's best if I write this down just to give a visual. So I'm going to do it.
Go ahead.
I have my whiteboard here. Amy will be proud. So, we've talked a little bit of smack, so I feel like now she'd be proud that
you're
there's
going
no
use a visual.
I don't have a.
You don't have anything to erase it with? Wow, that backfired on you.
Yeah, it did. So you can keep talking about your TV shows. You can keep talking about your TV shows for a second.
Well, where can we see people who are watching? On the phone?
I think so. Or you can click. There's like an eye on the screen.
On this
All
screen?
right, we're good. We can. This is good enough.
I want to see if anybody mentioned a show to watch.
They haven't yet. We don't have any comments.
No comment.
You guys comment as we do this. If you disagree, that's okay. Controversy is fun. Debate is cool. We live in America where you can disagree, and that's okay. It is okay.
You're expected to disagree in this America.
And it is okay to do that. But
Is it?
It is.
They should just.
I know, contrary to popular belief, but it is okay to disagree, and we can still get along. I'll be your friend. All right. Anyway,
He's a millennial, so you'll have to excuse me.
yeah, you know, glass half full. That's where I live.
Uh,
All right. So we have a person that is $35,360.
so someone who's working
This is 2017. This is in 2017, just to be clear.
Yeah. So the old tax laws. Somebody. Oh, this is a single or
This
married?
this is a married person.
married
with
filing
2 kids.
jointly with 2 kids.
Yes. So this person is going to have. Nope, that's a, okay. They're going to have a $12,700 deduction for their standard deduction.
Yeah. You're writing this, but nobody can see.
I know. I'm going to show them in a second.
Oh.
And we'll recap. We'll recap it. All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, fine. I'll just show them. Here we go. My handwriting is yours is so much better than mine.
You know what?
All right.
Is it on the screen? Is it reversed?
No,
and
they
it's
can see it.
backwards?
It's fine. We're reversed, so it's all good. Like what you see is what they see.
Here, you can set it right there.
So that is what their deduction is there. So that comes out to then their what is left is $22,660.
Again, single? No.
No,
Married,
filing jointly with 2 kids.
2 kids.
So now, with 2 kids in 2017, it was $1,000 per kid tax credit. That was not refundable. Also, so that's another $2,000. We're gonna have to redo that. That was
wrong?
Yeah.
Oh.
So now that's $20,660, and that is what their income was for the year that they're going to pay taxes on. So they're going to be a portion of that is going to be in the 10% tax bracket up to $9,000. Do you have your paper?
In my office.
All right.
So it's about $2,000.
It comes out to being about $2,000
is what they do.
is what they pay in taxes in 2017. Okay. So 2018. Same person, $35,360. This year they get a $24,000 deduction.
And let me say, while Ryan's writing there, we didn't know how this was going to play out.
Yeah.
We were discussing what we were going to talk about, and we were talking about taxes and how if you turn the TV on, you constantly hear that the tax law change was only for the wealthy.
Right.
So we took a pen and paper with the tax laws and these are actual numbers.
Yeah.
So
So that reduces it to $11,360. In 2018, you get $2,000 per kid in a tax credit. So that's going to be another $4,000.
Hi, Lindsay. My cousin.
Oh, and that leaves $7,360. And that is all going to be in the 10% tax bracket. So that's going to end up coming out to, there was a $400 deduction there? In 2019, it's actually $2,200 per kid. So, but 2018 it's not. So that ends up being, and so they're paying $736 in taxes. So
No, the standard deduction in 19 is 24.4.
okay. So either way, this is for 2018, and so this person after their other deductions and their 10% is going to be paying $736. So easy math says that 2017 is paying more than 2018, which is good.
Quite a bit more.
So this is kind of where we came, and I won't show any more visuals just because it's a little bit distracting for me and I can't talk while I do it. So once we did that, we were like, okay, let's try to figure out if we can find somewhere that
where it didn't make sense.
as an individual. And so then we started to look at a single person, as like a single mom, for example, making the same amount of money, but then filing as a single, still getting the same deductions, but because they're filing single, they're getting a less of a deduction, which then ends up being that a single mom, for example, is paying more in taxes,
which blew our mind.
Yeah, which was crazy.
We're like, wait, because she paid quite a bit more.
Yeah, we had that it was single,
same income, just not filing jointly. She's single.
Yeah, so she's in 2017 was paying about $1,500 more, like $3,300 in taxes versus 2,000 that the person filing jointly was paying in 2017. Yeah. And in 2018, it's the single person with kids actually is paying
about
$1,000 less, but then still $1,000, $1,500 more than the person that's filing jointly. And we said, well, okay, it's an extra mouth to feed. If you're filing jointly, there's an extra person in the house. So there's that. But then, we both kind of conceded that being a single parent, whether it's a dad or a mom, but a single parent with 2 kids could use a break. So we thought out of all of it, we were the most surprised that was the case, that ended up coming out.
That was disappointing. But, but the end result, when we look at 2018 and even better in 2019, but 2018 is better. The tax law is better for the lower income people.
Yeah.
It's actually a lot better.
Yeah.
So it brings up the question, why does the media make it sound like, the only people who are affected here are the wealthy? Because that's just not the case.
Yeah.
I mean, they were paying, what was the first scenario? It was $2,300.
Yeah.
And now they're paying $700.
Yeah.
Or was it
right around 2,000, and then they're paying 736 or whatever it was. And so, I mean, that's a huge difference in taxes. And I mean, that's almost about a month in income.
Yeah.
Roughly. I mean, maybe not quite, but I mean, we're talking about a good chunk of money for somebody that's making $17 an hour. So we just were like, well, then why is it that way? And we don't necessarily have the answers.
Oh, I have the answer. No, I'm not going to.
We're not going to get into that, but
all I want to say though is we should not trust everything we read and hear on TV or online.
Yeah,
I mean it's just like I don't think I believe anything I hear anywhere.
I know. We argue about stuff all day long.
How about this? When you guys see, do you ever see those videos online of
fake news?
What, fake news?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yep.
It is. I would say 90% of it's fake news. Did you see and somebody who's watching could correct me if I'm wrong, but did you see the video on like social media of like the ocean with all that plastic in it? Like it looks like an ocean of plastic.
Yeah.
That's not real.
Yeah.
It's not real. I mean, and don't get me wrong. I know there's like seals out there that get the stuff around. And it's an awful situation.
Don't litter.
But no, of course. But there's no place in the world like
island of trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not real, but they make it look real.
Yeah.
So, here's another one. One more. I saw this thing about a year ago where they had NASA, or supposedly, it looked as real as hell. It looked like something you'd see on like the History Channel, where they said there's going to be. They said the way the Earth is revolving around the sun, and every 3,000 years, whatever, blah blah blah. There's going to be it was like a week of just darkness, and it was so believable. Like I even marked the calendar because it was supposed to be like November of 2017 or some shit. It was a long time ago. Maybe it was November of last year, but surprisingly it didn't happen.
Yeah. That's like
that looked real as can be. As real as can be.
Yeah.
And NASA, this scientist said this, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So don't believe anything.
Well, and that's, I mean, we last year Amy and I talked about college expenses and how things it makes it seem that they can skew or even make up statistics to make it feel like college is more expensive in comparison, or people are making more now in comparison, or homes are worth more now than, you know what I mean? But but they're actually equal in a lot of ways with inflation, as they were in 1970, for example. And we kind of, if you can go back and watch that video, we talked about, using inflation and going back to what the dollar was worth then, and what you could buy with a dollar.
I don't know. I mean, inflation or college is inflating at like 9 or 10%.
Well, and it is, but I looked at, different stages, like kind of in 10-year increments, and college by comparison is not more than it was. And it might not have been exactly that, but and it depends on where you are and different things like that.
Yeah.
But it was an average, and then it was also people's first salary that we talked about, and in comparison of what people are making now when they get out of college versus what they did back then, and comparing based on inflation. And so anyway, we just wanted to get on here today to talk about that and giving you facts. We say we want to be real and be educational and be engaging, and things that you can take away and ask questions, if nothing else, to whether it's your tax advisor, to your financial advisor. You can ask us, message us on here, visit us on Nova Wealth Management. I don't know, ask questions, because not everything you hear, most things, as Jim said, about 90% of what he thinks is on the news is on all different stations. This isn't, again, political, but they're all.
Oh, here's another one.
biased.
I got another one. This is a pretty good one too, because Amy believed it. There was a prophecy or something. There was some bullshit about somebody claimed that Trump was in the Bible or something. Like they were saying Trump was gonna get elected, or oh man, what was that? And it was, oh no, they showed a, damn it. They showed a date of when they showed this person saying it. That's what it was. They showed a video of this person saying that Trump's going to be elected, and they I don't know if it was an angel came to them or some crazy story.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, where is this like timestamp? Like they could have made this 3 weeks ago, just because they said this was from 1999.
Right.
Doesn't mean it happened in 1999.
Right. Well, and they're actually going back and they're proving that videos or like picture timestamps on pictures even are being skewed.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean,
I don't believe it.
it's hard. It's hard to believe what you see with technology. It's it's good and there's bad to it. And
hey, what do you think about New York blowing the Amazon deal?
I think
those local officials in New York.
Yeah, I think a small group ruined it for the masses in that one. I would say
25,000 jobs were coming to New York, and now they're going to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Bummer for New York. Wow, they blew that one.
Yeah. Well, on that note, I think that we've spent enough time on here. 18 minutes. We've been long enough.
That's long enough. What? Any final shows you recommend?
No, you guys tell us what shows to watch.
Earlier, I recommended Power. I recommended Power to Ryan a month ago, and he hasn't watched it at all, which is a little offensive, really.
Yeah. Well, I watched the other show you recommended.
I did.
Yeah. So
you did.
It's 50-50 right now.
And it was good, right?
It was great. Yeah. So
for the ones that are just joining, maybe they didn't hear.
Yeah. So the Unabomber, Manhunt, Unabomber, it's on Netflix, super good. And Power, from what I hear, is good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Hey, Hannah and Chris, how you guys doing? Jake, what's up? Thanks for watching, guys. We are going to call it a day. It's 19 minutes in, and we have taken enough of your time. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was informational. Like us on Facebook and on Instagram at Nova Wealth Management. We will see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.
Bye.